Hello and welcome to our English News Edition. I'm your host, Karim Fazakri, and you're watching Canal Algérie. To the headlines. Algeria celebrating the 67th anniversary of the outbreak of the glorious liberation war in a festive atmosphere, and the President of the Republic pays a special tribute to the Algerian people on the occasion. The Council of Ministers, chaired by the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, adopt several draft bills related to vital sectors. The contract linking the Algerian hydrocarbon company Sonatrach with the Moroccan Gas and Water Office is terminated due to the kingdom's hostile position towards Algeria. Good evening there. Those were today's headlines. To our top stories. Algeria is celebrating today the 67th anniversary of the National Liberation War in a festive atmosphere, notably in the capital, Algiers, now the scene of several colorful activities, fireworks and gatherings held by the citizens and the revolutionary family. Still with the 67th anniversary of the outbreak of the Algerian Liberation War, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, addressed a message to the nation on the occasion. In his message, the President said that 2 years haven't passed yet since the foundations of the state almost collapsed. Yet, thank God, our people sensed the danger that awaited them and made November fast and the message of the martyrs a reference and hurried to the blessed Iraq to jealously preserve the foundations of the state. The head of state underlined that we're still loyal to the genuine popular enthusiasm and achieve the objectives of the people. President Tebboune made a reference to the communal local elections of November 27th, affirming the state's strong and unchanging desire to preserve citizens' freedom to choose their representatives and fight against any form of domination of money and power to influence the electoral operation. The President highlighted that the government will accelerate the pace of economic recovery and meet the hopes of the children of Algeria as of the glorious martyrs and war veterans for free and proud Algeria. The head of state underlined that this anniversary of the glorious liberation war renews in us the sense of fidelity of our martyrs and consecrates in our souls the honor of belonging to this blessed land. He further noted that the sacred call of November 1st became a bulwark for our national unity, inspiring Algerian people who overcame moments of crisis in a single raw like an impenetrable national wall. President Tebboune reminded of the most atrocious crimes by colonial France, carrying out the worst scorched land policy humanity has ever known. November, which remains the inexhaustible wealth and pride source of the nation, cannot be summed up in a simple occasional festivity, because the sacrifices by the martyrs and the sufferings inflicted on the people under the oppression of colonialism are far greater. Thus, it is imperative to mobilize all the means at the disposal of our institutions concerned and to orient towards the promotion of our contemporary historical achievement. The head of state urged that the institutions in charge of dealing with history of the national movement and the war of liberation to present new visions and programs with defined and precise themes on time to conserve and document historical material and the armed struggle of the Algerian people. The President of the Republic, Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Minister of National Defense, Abdelmajid Tebboune, chaired on Sunday a meeting of the Council of Ministers at the Presidency here in Algiers. More details with Manal Mafa.
The meeting was devoted to the examination and adoption of draft laws relating to the sectors of justice and higher education and scientific research, as well as issues related to the daily concerns of citizens. After a presentation by the Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, the President of the Republic decided the following. Regarding the organic law on the judicial organization, it was decided to make sure that this organic law has a global approach, valid for the decades to come, to create commercial courts and judicial instances to replace the system of sections in force for the amicable settlement of disputes before resorting to justice. Concerning the bill amending and supplementing the penal code, the decision was taken to toughen the penalties against people involved in cases of impeding access of public structures and hindering the interests of citizens. After approving the bill relating to the amendment of the organization of the National Council of Scientific Research and Technologies and its operating, the President of the Republic instructed the government to begin the installation of this important authority. Concerning the relations between Algeria and the European Union, it was decided to reevaluate the Articles of Convention of Cooperation with the European Union. Concerning the requests for re-evaluation of some projects in the sectors of public works and transport, the President of the Republic stressed the deep need to grant a particular interest to projects directly related to the daily life of citizens. Furthermore, the President of the Republic instructed the government to invest in more efforts in attending to issues relating to the grievances of the citizens via the preparation of a framework law dedicated to the pursuit of trade union activities. This law will serve to govern and establish the rights and duties of unionists, and which will be established to defend the interests of employees and workers, far from political dealings.
To a different matter now, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received on Sunday a report on the contract between the National Hydrocarbon Company, Sonatrach, and the Moroccan Electricity and Water Office, which expired on October 31st, 2021 at midnight. And in the view of the hostile practices coming from the Moroccan Kingdom towards Algeria, which attempts to undermine its national unity, and after consultations with the Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the Minister of Energy and Mines with the Moroccan board, the President of the Republic ordered Sonatrach not to renew the earlier mentioned contract. The President of the Republic issued a presidential pardon to the benefit of 300 prisoners on the occasion of the celebration of the liberation of glorious war. The President of the National People's Assembly, a different matter, or the lower house of Parliament, Brahim Boughali, affirmed on Sunday in Algiers that Algeria will officially commemorate the 67th anniversary of the outbreak of Algeria's National Liberation War. Boughali said that this anniversary is an opportunity to remember the achievements of the Algerian people, the valiant martyrs and war veterans. This anniversary comes this year at a time when Algeria witnesses an important dynamic instilled by its visionary leaders, its faithful army and its people, said the Speaker of the National People's Assembly, emphasizing the need to be proud of the achievements of the Algerian Liberation War. A different matter now, Algerian women played a role, or a major role, during the Revolution War as they gave birth to war veterans or mujahideen. Women sacrificed their sons, husbands and brothers who fell in the field of honor for a free and independent Algeria. Ines Kelou has the details.
Algeria's history will always bear testimony to all the Algerian women who bravely waged the battle against French colonialism during Algeria's liberation war. Today, their legacy continues to inspire a new generation of modern Algerian women. Women dreamed of an independent Algeria, which they would build together with Algerian men. During this period, thousands of women participated as paramilitary, nurses, fundraisers, and others provided support to the National Liberation Army in their own way by sheltering them and cooking for them. History will remember that the November Revolution wasn't only the work of men, but also of women who fought alongside their brothers in order to regain independence. It was the battle of an entire people. The role may be different, but the goal was the same: to liberate their homeland from the yoke of colonialism. A colonialism which didn't differentiate between men and women by using all forms of violence. Algerian women paid a heavy price for the country's independence. They were tortured, assaulted, and their dignity was scorned because they fought and faced the French colonialism without complacency. During this revolution, Algerian women were the mothers who gave birth to heroes, and the mothers who taught their children and made of them freedom fighters who unconditionally loved their country. They were also the mothers who hide their suffering when sending their children to the battlefield. Algerian women during the revolution had stories to tell to generations and names written in golden letters. جميلة بوحيرد، جميلة بوعزة، وريدة مداد، زهرة دريف بيطات، حسيبة بن بوعلي, and so many others. They are not the only ones. They participated in the war and engraved their names in Algeria's history. It is no secret to anyone back then and now that the Algerian women shattered the image of the invincible France.
And this is just in a communique issued by the Sahrawi Ministry of National Defense. Units of the Sahrawi People's Liberation Army have targeted entrenchments of the Moroccan occupation forces in Al-Mahbas and Al-Katla sectors. These attacks sustained the Moroccan occupation forces considerable material and human losses all along the Wall of Shame. And with this, we come to the end of our news. Thank you for tuning in to our channel, and good night.